Backing up the data from your RethinkDB cluster is a pretty straightforward affair. In fact, they give you a command for that right in their RethinkDB runtime. So you can see this if you run help, RethinkDB help, and in here you can see export and dump. Export just drops the data to disk for exporting to another database, and dump issues a backup with full metadata and so on. So here, I'm just dumping everything out, and it was pretty quick. And one of the nice things that it does is it zips the export directory for you. Speaking of what's in here, if I open this up and take a look inside of our dump file, we have music. That is the name of our database. And inside of here, we just have straight up JSON, one JSON file for each table. In addition, we have some .info files for the metadata. You'll probably want that backup to go off on a semi-regular basis. And since we're using Unix-based systems, the best tool for us is crontab. And there we are. Using crontab, you add an entry and a command, and it goes off on some timed basis. If you're a crontab expert, then go for it. If you're like me and you don't know it so well, there's tools out there like nodecron. This is not really using the cron table to run. This is just running in the background. You declare a cron job, and then you give it some code to execute on some sort of cron basis. And it uses the exact same notation as cron table does. So you just give it a function, and it executes it. Now, I was inspired by that, and also by this project here, Node MongoDB S3 Backup. Long name, but what this does is it uses Node once again, but it uses Node crontab, which I just showed you, and it backs up your MongoDB database. All you got to do is fill out that config file, and then it runs, and then it crumples everything up from the Mongo dump and sends it up to Amazon's S3 simple file storage. I saw this, I got kind of jealous, so I forked it, and I actually stopped recording, and I rolled the whole thing over to work with RethinkDB. So there you go. If you want to back up your RethinkDB on a nightly basis, well, you can just use this package right here. It's RethinkDB_nightly. And I published it as a node module that you can install with NPM. And just read the instructions and it'll show you how to set up a nightly backup to Amazon's S3 service. And again, this was based on the work from Swift and his Node Mongo S3 backup utility that I just showed you.